and second one is 3 parts. That means measure of first angle is 2x and second angle is 3x. So therefore two angles of a triangle are 2x degrees, 3x degrees. Okay. According to the exterior angle property, 2x plus 3x is equal to 125 degrees. Since we have exterior angle is equal to sum of two opposite interior angles. So here interior opposite angles are 2x and 3x. Sum of those two angles is 2x plus 3x degrees, which is equal to 125. Now 5x is equal to 125. So x will be equal to 125 by 5. 5 ones are 5, 2s are 10, 5 5s are 25, which is equal to 25. X value we got, but we need angles of the triangle. So two interior angles we will get by taking the x value, 2x and 3x. To find out the third angle, we must use angle sum property. So therefore, angles of the triangle are 2x, which is equal to 2 into 25, 50 degrees, and 3x, 3 into 25, 75 degrees. 25 3 is 75. Remaining angle is 180 minus sum of these two. That is 75 plus 50 is 125 degrees. So 180 minus 125, which is nothing but 55 degrees. So here the third angle is by angle sum property 50 degrees plus 75 degrees plus third angle, let it be. So let the third angle is equal to y degrees. So y degrees is equal to 180 degrees by using angle sum property of a triangle. So then y equal to 180 minus 70 plus 50, 125 degrees, which is equal to 55 degrees. So three angles of the triangle are 50 degrees, 75 degrees and 55 degrees. Okay. Observe the next problem. Eighth problem. Observe this question. Exterior angle PRS of triangle PQR is 105 degrees, means exterior angle given. So we need to use exterior angle property. And one of the interior angle is given, angle Q equal to 70 degrees, and we need to find out other interior angle. And we need to check that exterior angle is greater than the interior opposite angle or not. So just observe, for the given values, I am drawing the rough figure. So they are given triangle PQR. PQR, because they are given PRS. At R only we need to take exterior angle. PRS is equal to 105 degrees. Okay. And angle Q equal to 70 degrees. We need to find out angle P. See, from the exterior angle property, exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of two opposite interior angles. So one of the angles 70 degrees is given. 105 minus 70 is nothing but 35 degrees. So this one is greater than angle P. Just listen. Sum of two angles only, this one means that with that sum only more than the remaining two values. Yes or no? Sum is greater than these two. Yes or no? So angle Q, whatever sum we are getting, that is more than whatever exterior angle they are giving, it is more than the sum of those two angles. Here at R we are getting the exterior angle. So angle P plus angle Q is equal to this exterior angle. That means angle PRS always greater than angle Q and angle P, because it is an exterior angle. Okay. So now observe the given values. Given angle PRS is equal to 105 degrees is an exterior angle of triangle PQR. Yes or no? Therefore, by using the exterior angle property, angle PRS, it is exterior at R. So remaining two alphabets is P and Q. That means angle P plus angle Q are interior opposite angles. So because of this one from exterior angle property. Exterior angle property. According to exterior angle property, we have exterior angle is equal to sum of two opposite interior angles. So here they have mentioned angle Q also equal to 70 degrees. So therefore, angle PRS is 105. Angle P we need to find, and angle Q they only mentioned in the question, that is 70 degrees. So angle P is equal to 105 minus 70 degrees. So angle P equal to 100 minus 70, 30. So 35 degrees. And is angle PRS greater than angle P? Yes. Angle PRS is greater than angle P, because angle PRS is 105 degrees is greater than 35 degrees. Therefore, angle PRS is greater than angle P. That's all. Now coming to the next problem. If an exterior angle of a triangle is an exterior angle of a triangle is 130 degrees and one of the interior opposite angle is 60 degrees. Find the other interior opposite angle. Find the other interior opposite angle. So very simple question. So it is very clear that in that question they have mentioned exterior angle. Again we have to use exterior angle property only. Before that, what are the given values? List one. So here they are given exterior angle is equal to 130 degrees and one interior opposite angle is equal to 60 degrees. So let the other interior opposite angle is equal to other interior opposite angle is equal to x degrees. So according to the exterior angle property, sum of two opposite interior angles is equal to 130 degrees. That means x plus 60 degrees is equal to 130 degrees by the exterior angle property of a triangle. Exterior angle property. So observe in each and every question we are using exterior angle property. So x will be equal to 130 minus 60. That is nothing but 70 degrees. That's all. Other exterior opposite angle is equal to 70 degrees. Now coming to the next 10th problem. one of the exterior angle of a triangle, one of the exterior angle of a triangle is 105 degrees and the interior opposite angles are in the ratio interior opposite angles are in the ratio 2:1. Find the angles of the triangle. Same as the seventh problem only. Find the angles of triangle. So here given exterior angle is equal to 105 degrees. Exterior angle is equal to 105 degrees. Okay. And ratio of interior opposite angles is equal to 2:5. Ratio of interior opposite angles is equal to 2:5. Okay. That means measure of first interior opposite angle is 2x and second one is 5x. Okay. So therefore measure of two angles is equal to 2x degrees and 5x degrees. And according to the exterior angle property, 2x plus 5x degrees is equal to 105 degrees. Why? Because exterior angle is equal to sum of two opposite interior angles. So this is from exterior angle property. And after it, 2 plus 5, 7x is equal to 105. Then x will be equal to 105 by 7, which is nothing but 15. Therefore, two angles of the triangle are 2x, which is equal to 2 into 15, 30 degrees. And second angle is 5x. So 5 into 15, 15 5 is 75 degrees. Okay. Therefore, let the third angle is equal to y degrees. By using the angle sum property, 2x plus 5x plus y is equal to 180 degrees from angle sum property of a triangle. So already we have this one as 105 degrees. 2x plus 5x, 7x is equal to 105. Otherwise, 30 plus 75 plus y is equal to 180. Then y will be equal to 180 minus 105. So y value is equal to 75 degrees. So therefore, the three angles of a triangle are 30 degrees, 75 degrees, 75 degrees. Now coming to the last problem from this exercise. Okay, observe the last problem. Find the values of x and y in the figure. Find the values of x and y in the given figure. So here the figure is given like this. A, B, C, D and E. Here x degree and 30 degrees, 50 degrees, y degrees and 55 degrees. Okay, observe the given triangles. Here two triangles are shown in this figure. Triangle ABC is one and the triangle BDE is another triangle. So just observe that we need to find out x value and y value. So just see this, which value you are able to first. If you are able to find first. Observe x degrees is this. To get x, x is an exterior angle. It is very clear for the triangle BDE. So it is equal to sum of two opposite interior angles, which is equal to y plus 55. But we don't know y. That means we need to find out y first. How we can able to find out y? For that, consider the triangle ABC. Two of the triangles you have, two of the angles you have already. So you can find out third angle by using angle sum property, and after that by using the linear pair we will get y. That is one way. But just observe angle y is exterior angle of triangle ABC. So instead of two properties, angle sum property and linear pair, within single step we will get the answer. That is exterior angle property. So y is equal to sum of two opposite interior angles. That means y value will get 80. 50 plus 30 is equal to 80. So we got y value. Again, to get x, same thing. Either you can use angle sum property and linear pair. Otherwise, only single property, that is exterior angle property. So x is equal to y plus 55. Y value we got 80. 80 plus 55 is equal to 135 degrees. That's it. So very simple question. From the figure, it is very clear that first we are finding y value. So for that, CBD, angle CBD is an exterior angle of triangle ABC for this triangle. Yes or no? So therefore, angle CBD will be equal to angle BAC and ACD. That is angle A plus angle C. Simply we can write like that also, because here no other angles are there. So angle A plus angle C. It is exterior at B. Remaining two angles are A and C. Okay? Because of exterior angle property. Exterior angle property is that exterior angle is equal to sum of two opposite interior angles. Okay? Therefore, angle CBD is given in the question, in the figure y. Y degrees is equal to angle A given in the figure 50 degrees and angle C is 30 degrees. So therefore, y is equal to 80 degrees. That's it. And same step we need to follow for the second triangle BDE. And in that, x is the exterior angle for triangle BED. That's all. So angle CED is an exterior angle of triangle BDE. So it is at E. Sum of two opposite angles are angle B plus angle D. But directly we can't write angle B because here at B it is divided into two parts. So give the naming. That is angle CED will be equal to angle EBD plus angle BDE. EBD and BDE. So that is y plus 55. That is x is equal to y plus 55 degrees. So x is equal to y value 80 plus 55. That is nothing but x is equal to 135 degrees. So this is also from exterior angle property. So with this problem, all the exercise problems were finished. The complete chapter is finished. So we will revise whatever topics discussed in this chapter now. Okay, observe this. What are the different topics we have studied in this chapter? Triangle and its properties. So here we have discussed about what is a triangle first of all. Triangle is nothing but any closed figure made up of three line segments. Yes or no? A closed figure, it is a polygon made up of three line segments. A, B, B, C, C, A are the three line segments for this triangle. And depending on its elements, six elements, those are three sides and three angles. We have three types of triangles, depending on sides three, depending on angles three. So we have discussed next types of triangles. So depending on sides, what are the three types of triangles? First one is equilateral triangle. And second one is isosceles triangle. And third one is scalene triangle. So about these three, just observe, if all the three sides are equal, that is said to be equilateral triangle. If any two sides are equal, then that is said to be isosceles triangle. No side is equal, that means all the three sides are different, then that is said to be scalene triangle. For suppose if I am giving 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters and 5 centimeters. So here every side is different. But before telling that it is which type of triangle, we need to observe their properties also. Depending on sides, we have two types of properties. What are those? If you are taking any sum of any two sides, that must be greater than the third side. If you are taking instead of sum difference, in that case, that should be lesser than the third side. So we will check the first condition. Sum for sum. Observe the first two sides. 3 plus 4 equal to 7. And third side is 5. So it is greater than 5. Sum is greater than 5. And remaining 4 and 5 take now. 4 plus 5 equal to 9. So when I am taking these two sides, this is my third side, that is equal to 3. And sum is 9. 9 is greater than 3. And next two sides. So 3, 4 I have taken, 4, 5 I have taken. Now 3 and 5. 3 plus 5 equal to 8. 8 is greater than 4. Three sides of the triangle, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So in all ways, if I am taking the sum of any two sides, that is always greater than the third side. So we can get the triangle by using these measurements. So it is having different sides. That's why it is a scalene triangle. Okay. If difference we are taking instead of sum, we are calculating difference for the same measurement. Depending on sides, we have three types of triangles, and depending on sides, we have two properties. Those are, if you are considering the sum of any two sides must be greater than the third side, then only we will get the triangle. Otherwise, we will not get a triangle with the given measures. If instead of sum, if we are calculating difference, so if the difference of any two sides we are taking, that must be lesser than the third side, then only we can form a triangle. So with these measurements, while we are considering for sum, it is clear that we can form a scalene triangle with the given measure. So whether it is, we will check with the second property, that is difference. Take the difference of first two numbers, that is 3 and 4. Difference is nothing but 1. 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. Greater number minus smaller number we have to take. And that 1 is lesser than 5. Third side is 5. Yes or no? Now 3 and 5, 4 and 5 I am taking. So their difference, 5 minus 4 equal to 1. 1 is lesser than 3. Yes. And next, 3 and 5 is lesser. So 5 minus 3 equal to 2. 2 is lesser than 4. Means in case of difference also, all the, if you are considering any two sides, the difference is lesser than the third side. So we can form the triangle with the given measurements because all the measurements are different. So it is a scalene triangle. Okay. So don't tell that whenever if they are given the measurements, don't tell directly that is a scalene triangle or equilateral or whatever. First, you must check the property. If they are given sides, you need to check the properties by using sides. If they are given angles, in that case, you must check the properties depending on the angles. So depending on the angles, what are the three different types of triangles we will see. So before that, if I am giving the measures 3 centimeters, 2 centimeters and 6 centimeters. Now observe the sum. 3 plus 2 is 5 centimeters. 5 is lesser than 6. But whenever you are calculating sum, that must be greater. So with these measurements, we can't form a triangle. Actually, by observing the measures, you can say that it is a scalene triangle. But because it is doesn't satisfy the property of a triangle, so we can't form a triangle with these measures. Okay. Instead of sum, go through with the difference. 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 is lesser than 6. Okay. 6 minus 2 is 4. So when I am taking these two pairs, it is 3. 4 is greater than 3. But whenever we are talking about difference, that should be lesser than the third side. But here, difference only more than the third side. So we can't get a triangle with these measurements. So that is about sides, depending on the sides, what are the different types of triangles and what are the different properties of triangles. And after that we have, depending on angles, what are the three types of triangles. Depending on angles. We have acute angled triangle and secondly right angled triangle and third one obtuse angled triangle. Okay, just observe here. If all the three angles of a triangle are acute angles, means like this, if I am having, all are lesser than 90. Such type of triangles are said to be acute angled triangles. Three angles are acute angles. Okay, and for suppose I have here 30 degrees, 80 degrees, and 70 degrees. So 70 plus 30, 100, 100 plus 80 is 180. One of the property of triangle is sum of the three angles must be equal to 180. And all these three angles are acute angles. So we can, this is acute angled triangle. And coming to right angle triangle, if they have mentioned like this, 60 degrees and 30 degrees. And one angle is compulsory right angle. One angle is right angle, remaining two angles are acute angles. Such type of triangle is said to be right angled triangle. If they are given in right angle triangle, one acute angle is 60, what will be the other? So they no need to give other angle. Why? Because they mentioned that that is a right angle triangle. So two angles are 90 and 60. Third angle will be 90 plus 60 is 120. 90 plus 60 is 150. 150 plus 30 is 180. That's all. Okay, by using angle sum property, we will get the third angle. And next, coming to obtuse angled triangle, any one of the angle is more than 90, means obtuse angle. Such type of triangle is said to be obtuse angled triangle. If all the three angles are acute angles, that is acute angled triangle. One angle is right angle, remaining two are acute, that is right angle triangle. And one angle is obtuse angle, remaining two are acute angles, that is said to be obtuse angled triangle. So why we are telling only one right angle? Because we have two properties depending on angles of a triangle, that is angle sum property and exterior angle property. So according to angle sum property, sum of the three angles must be equal to 180. If you are taking two right angles, sum of two angles only, you will get 180. What about the third angle? So sum will exceed 180 degrees if you are considering two right angles and two obtuse angles. For that sake, it is possible to use only one right angle and one obtuse angle. Okay, still some more different topics are the topics we covered in this chapter. All those topics we will revise in the next class.